Hello and thank you for choosing Holdcroft Nissan to purchase your next Navara. This is just a short handover video so you know exactly what to do when you collect your car. To get in your vehicle, all you need is your intelligent key. So as long as this is with you, on your person, and within a metre of the car door, just press the button and in you go. Now it's exciting, but once you're in, it's time to get comfortable. So, to adjust your seat down the right, there is two buttons for move the seat, and there's one at the back for your lumbar support. So the first one is a horizontal bar. You move that forward, move that backwards to go front and back, and you push that bar down at the back to go down and up to rise your seat up. The next bar behind is for your backrest. That just goes forward and backwards, and you just twist it. So once you're there, it's time to get your steering wheel ready. So if you just reach underneath, you've got your rake option here, and you just push that down, and that will allow the steering wheel to go up or down. And your mirrors are just on your door card, but I'll show you those later. So to start the car, this one being automatic, we're in park. Just put your foot on the brake and press the start button just there. We're going to work from bottom to top just so that we get a good idea of everything that we need to know. So just down here, in your armrest, there's a little cubby hole with some storage and also a 12-volt socket as well. Just before that, you've got your cup holders and your handbrake, and it's manual handbrake, so it's down for on, up for off. Your heated seats are just there, one for left for passenger, one on the right for the driver. For your drive, straight down, you pull the trigger on the back and into D. For reverse, you go up 2, and then this, you'll know you're in reverse because one, it'll tell you on your dash, and secondly, your cameras will come on. So you get a reversing camera with steering guide as well on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side you get a 360 degree camera for all around the car. When you go back into P, it'll come off and it takes you back to the sat nav screen. But just down here you've got a USB port and an auxiliary for your phone, and then you've got another 12-volt socket just there. The manual door lock on the inside of the Navara is here, and then you've got your hill descent option here as well. It's standard in 2-wheel drive, but you can go to 4-wheel drive high just by clicking there, and then you push in to go to low and release, and then go back all the way to 2-wheel drive. Your air conditioning options, you can split the cabin up so you can have it hot or cold for the passenger and hot or cold for the driver. You just do that by pressing the dual button there, and the amber light comes on just so you know, and then you can change each temperature of the car. When you press the dual button again, it'll always revert back to the driver's side just because obviously you're the person that's in the car the most. To turn it off, you just press down here and on again, and your auto climate control will set the car to the exact temperature using the fan speed that you've set it to. So your manual fan speed is just here, and then you can change the direction in which you want the air to flow just by pressing the mode button as well. Then you've got recirculate or have the air coming through the car. To blast your front windscreen is just down here, and then for your heated rear windscreen it's just that button there. Moving on to your sat nav system, so it is quite comprehensive. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. You just use a USB cable to plug that in. If you find that it's not working, make sure that you use a genuine USB cable because that's the biggest problem that we normally face. So to go to the home, just press the menu button in the top left and it'll take you back to this screen. So you do have some shortcuts. You can go home or click on your previous destinations just there, or search for points of interest for your sat nav. Your radio, you can either press that button there or press the audio down the bottom on the touch screen, and then you can go through your different options. You've got AM, FM, DAB, Bluetooth audio and USB audio as well. For your phone, you just press on the bottom left. To pair your phone, it's really easy. You just press connections, add new, and then search for my car on your phone device on the Bluetooth settings, and then press pair. If you press allow for your contacts, you'll be able to download your contacts on the car and call directly from the car. Okay, now the back button you keep pressing and we can go back to the main screen or the home screen there. This button here, that just changes from auto brightness for you to link in with your lights, or you can put it in night mode if the screen is a bit bright for you as well. So moving on, we're going to go on to the steering wheel next. Your lights are just on the left hand side stalk, so they're normally on auto, or you've got driving lights and main beams, and you push back for full beams and pull back to flash. Your fog lights are just in the middle for front and for rear and off, and then your indicators just left and right as usual. On the left hand side of your steering wheel, you've got your enter button. Now this controls your trip just down the middle of your dashboard. So you can go through and we can choose any different option. My preference tends to be a digital speedo, but you'll find what suits you. Then you've got your track controls here, and your volume controls are just underneath. On the right hand side, firstly, we've got our speed limiter and our cruise control. So the right hand side is cruise. So what you do, you push the button in and it tells you on your TFT screen that it's now active. You push down to set, and that will continue at whatever speed you're going at when you've pressed the button. Then you go up or down speeds using that little toggle there. Then the left hand side would be your speed limiter. You push your speed limiter in, press down for set, and then we can set whichever speed we don't want the car to go over as well. And then you cancel button or press the brake to disengage the system. Underneath you've got your voice activation for your sat-nav system, so you can press in and ask your phone to call somebody, and this is your answer and end your call option here. The right hand side stalk is for your windscreen wipers, so there's no automatic on the Navara. It's down for intermittent, down for normal, and then down for fast. The middle option here is for your rain sensitivity for your intermittent wipers, and there is no rear wiper as well. So just down here you've got your trip reset buttons if you want to use your trip, and then you've got your dash brightness here. This is for your traction control, and then down on your door card you've got your window options for front and rear. Your driver's side is one touch auto up and down. Just on the left here, this button is to lock your windows for your passengers, and on the right is to lock your doors from the inside. The button above is for your mirrors to fold those in, and then your little joystick, you turn that left or turn that right, and then you move this around to move your mirror. So there's just a few options I want to show you on the outside of the car. So for that is going to be the fuel, the AdBlue, and then under the bonnet. So for your fuel, you just push this button here and that'll release your fuel cap, and for your bonnet you just pull the lever just below. All our Navaras come with AdBlue. Now there is no push lever inside the car. Just walk up, push the button, and you unscrew the cap here. Once that's unscrewed, you just fill up with AdBlue and screw it back on. But the car will warn you when you need to fill up, so don't worry too much about that until you get told. And we're just going to go around to do the fuel now. So once you come around to this side, fuel's really easy. Obviously all our Navaras are diesel, so just unscrew the cap, fill up, and then screw the cap back in. And then we'll go on to the bonnet. So to get under the bonnet, you've popped the catch inside the car, directly above the Nissan badge, just push the toggle to the left. Then you lift up, and just over to the left, you can hold it there. So we're only going to show you a couple of things that you need to see under the bonnet. So firstly, your windscreen washer's over here. You just lift the cap and insert. And then just under here, this is where your oil goes, and your dipstick is just over here so that you can check. When you're closing the bonnet, just be mindful of your fingers. Drop that down, pop that into place, and release. Thank you for choosing Holdcroft Nissan, and that is your short handover video. If there's anything else that you need, please do not hesitate to get in touch with your sales executive or with any member of that team. Again, we'd just like to say thank you very much for your business, and we really hope that you do enjoy many happy miles in your Navara.